Today is Sunday. I have nothing special to do. I don't want to stay inside the house all day. So, I decided to go out and explore this city. I have lived here for more than 10 years. Yet, there are still many places I have never been to. You need a full stomach to have the strength for a long walk. So, I need to have lunch before I start today's city exploration. This is today's lunch. It's a Guangdong specialty, hand-shredded chicken rice. It looks very good. The price is 14 RMB. That is exactly $2. I really like the feeling of sitting by the street to eat. It's comfortable and free. Watching the pedestrians and the vehicles rushing by. This feeling of merging into the city makes me feel very grounded. No need for fancy decoration. No need for expensive tableware. This casual atmosphere actually allows me to focus more. As usual, we should try to finish all the food. Do not waste it. Now I'm heading to the subway station. I have to take the subway for a long time to get to the city center. There is a stadium near the subway entrance. Many people exercise and find entertainment here. These aunties are playing the drums for fun. These other aunties are doing gymnastics. They are playing shuttlecock. This is a very good sport. It is both exercise and a social activity. It is already 12 o'clock. However, some people are still running at this time. Luckily, the weather is not hot today. There are many people playing ping pong inside. Let's go in and take a look. The elderly, young people, and the children are all playing together. What a harmonious scene! I sat on the subway for nearly 2 hours. Finally, I have arrived at the starting point of today's exploration. Today, I want to explore the traditional residential areas of this city. Let's see what the houses and the living environments are like here. This residential area is different from the urban village in my last video. This place has always been part of the city. It was never a rural village. It was just built quite early. It is an early residential area of the city. However, the city has developed rapidly in recent decades. Various modern residential areas have long since replaced these old ones. Now, very few people still live here. The houses here are generally quite tidy. They are built densely along both sides of the small alleys. You can tell from their appearance that they are quite old, but I think the overall environment is very good. It feels very quiet and comfortable. This is one of the best preserved historical districts. They carry the life memories of several generations. Many original residents have moved away due to urban renewal. What is left behind is the silence of old times. The alleys inside are not complicated. They are basically straight lines. There might be some intersections or turns, but as long as you keep walking forward, you can usually reach the exit on the other side. I think the feeling of walking inside here is very good. What do you think? I walked out from the alley. There seem to be many tourists. Let's take a look along the street. This is a famous tourist area in Guangzhou. Many buildings are in the traditional Lin-Nan style. They look exceptionally unique. The buildings on both sides are the Guangdong specialty, Xilou, which is a kind of arcade buildings. This architecture is very wise. It extends the rooms on the second floor. This blocks the first floor street below. It forms a corridor that provides shade and shelter from the rain. The bus is electric, so it's very quiet and doesn't have the loud noise or unpleasant smell of a traditional bus. Guangdong has a climate with a lot of rain and intense sun. The chiller allows people to shop without worrying about the weather. People live upstairs and do business downstairs. This is the most typical epitome of Lingnan commercial civilization. There is also a small alley here. Let's go in and see what we can find. More people seem to live here compared to the previous alleys. Many houses have been renovated. The exteriors do not look that worn out. There are several cute little parrots at the door. This family grows a row of flowers and green plants. This scene is really beautiful. Look at this narrow, dark, and steep stairs. Can you imagine what it's like inside? This is a photography shop. Now, in the tourist areas of various cities in China, there are such shops. They provide clothing and photography service. Look at this young couple. The girl has carefully prepared beautiful clothes. She wants to take beautiful photos. This is the most popular check-in spot in Guangzhou in recent years. It calls Yongqinfang. It was actually transformed from the old city area. It keeps the framework of the old Xiguan buildings in Guangzhou. On that basis, it injects modern design elements. There are not only beautiful buildings here, it also gathers many intangible cultural heritages. There are various traditional handicrafts. There are also coffee shops, food shops, and tea shops that young people like. This collision of new and old is interesting. It's a fusion of tradition and modernity. It made the old block, which was almost dead, regain its vitality. It has become a favorite destination for tourists. The rain is already very heavy. Let's find a place to take a shelter. The sky turned black all of a sudden. It seems like evening has arrived. But actually, it's only 3 p.m. The streets under heavy rain have a special flavor. Listening to the sound of rain is a kind of enjoyment. People on the street have all gone to avoid the rain. Only the delivery men are still riding their electrical bikes. When they still have orders in hand, they cannot stop. Let's take a minute to experience this heavy rain ASMR. The rain has been falling for an hour. Now it has become very small. Let's continue today's exploration. This roadside shop sells various daily necessities made of copper. Copper basins, copper kettles, copper tableware, and copper tea sets. They are very unique. The ground just washed by the heavy rain is very clean. The air is also very fresh. The rain has picked up again, but it feels very comfortable. The rain has not completely stopped yet, but the staff have already started their cleaning work. I think this place is very beautiful. How do you think about it? Look at this scene. How beautiful it is. It is a scenery with great Chinese characteristics. Fortunately, it rained this afternoon, so there are not especially many people. If it hadn't rained, this place would definitely be very crowded. This is a bookstore. However, it doesn't only sell books. There are also various tourist souvenirs, stationery, and toys. Tourists can also rest inside. An activity is being held here. Many people are watching. Let's see if there is anything interesting. It seems to be a marketing activity by a brand. It gathered many young people who like cosplay. The model on the stage is beautiful. That big plush toy is also very cute. It is already 4 p.m. now. The rain has completely stopped. The number of people coming here to play has clearly increased. It's time to leave. What a unique street. This building is very unforgettable. But inside, it is actually a large restaurant. This street has a completely different look. This is a weekend with memories. Next time, let's go and explore more places. Let's discover more about China. Thank you for watching my video. See you in the next one.